Good night, folks. This is Carlton with Carlton's Travel Adventures. Update you on my apartment hunting. And yes, folks, I did it. That's right. Never a doubt in my mind I would get it done. I know some of you doubted me, but I got it done when I first got here. It's not perfect, but I got the job done, okay? So let me fill you in on the entire story, all right? So let me explain my last couple of days, right? So since I did the video, a lot of guys trying to help me, and about a day after the last video was out, I got someone hit me up, Asian gentleman hit me up on Messenger and said, you know, I saw your video, I think I have the apartment that might fit most of your requirement. Do you want to see it? And I said, what the hell, sure. How much is it? Says about $1.8 million, or I think it's $1.8 million or $1.9 million, whatever. 3-bedroom, 2-bath. I said, well, it's kind of big, but you know, I'm not getting too much success. So I look at it. In the meantime, one realtor who said they'll do it for 6 months rent, they showed me a couple of deals that didn't really like. And they had one more that I was supposed to see for $1.5 million, 2-bedroom, 1-bath. And I kind of wanted to see this other one first. So gentleman took me, I'm not going to tell you exactly where it is, because let me explain. Got an email from a couple of my YouTuber friends. Some of you guys probably know them too, well known. They said, don't give up your address, don't tell me exactly where you live. I never thought about that. I'm just kind of a nice guy. He said, no, just don't do it, man. It's a bad habit telling people exactly where you live. Some people out there are a little weird, and you just don't want them to know exactly where your address is. So if you look around, YouTubers don't really give out your address, where they're living, especially the area they're living and so forth. I said, okay, cool, it makes sense, but I never thought about it. You know, we do get some weirdos out there, man. When I mean weirdos, like some people that would almost threaten you, they give you a lot of bad comments. They call them, I guess, trolls, but some of them push the limit. Some of them actually, you know, like white supremacists. You don't see them out there because we get them and delete them. When I first started out, I would respond to them. There's a little jarring back and forth for the fun of it, and I said, no, don't do it. You might get some of these guys going, so don't even jar back and forth with you. Just delete them, don't respond to them. You know, I get some response that you'd be shocked. You know, Nick and people are this, and people are that. Y'all a bunch of kids, and believe me, I have one child, bunch of kids, and y'all on welfare and blah 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 blah, and it's on and on. Y'all cheap, you know, y'all pay the girls, and there's some stuff that really really nasty. I just delete them and just move on, right? So two YouTubers, well-known guy, people said me, don't give out your address. So I won't tell you exactly where it is, but it's close to where it was before, and it's a really nice area. It's a strata 5, okay? Leave it at that. And it's close to a mall. So I went by about 11:30 one day. Today's what, Friday? So probably about Wednesday. I saw it, okay, 6th floor, beautiful view on the 6th floor. Not too many buildings in the way. It had an oven, though it doesn't work. They'll fix it before I move in. And 3 bedrooms, 2-bath, a lot of space. Love it. Okay, a lot of glass. The living room, a lot of glass. The bedrooms too, beautiful glass. You can see outside, right? So it was pretty nice. Hot water. So all the requirements are there. Only problem, didn't have a portero, a doorman. And I like having doorman, I told you, for security reasons, right? I like people showing up in my spot and come up there without me knowing who they are. Or, you know, I tell the portero sometimes, do not tell somebody I'm home. You know what I mean? If you don't want to be bothered, someone's already up there, tell them, you know. So you give a guy a little tip and he handles your business for you. Somebody's leaving, they call you sometimes and ask you if you're okay before you leave. So a lot of advantages to having a doorman, which I like. One reason I told you before, I don't like Airbnb. I prefer a hotel room, various reasons. But anyway, it had a parking garage and a storage. So it has almost everything I needed. A patio was beautiful, big, beautiful, you know. So it had almost everything I needed except the doorman. So I said, you know what, based on my luck so far, let me go for it. And he said, all you gotta do is pay 6 months in advance and you're good, you know. So I said, let me give it a shot. So we talked to the realtor. He came back the same day, he came back to the apartment, We talked a little bit. You know, realtor is kind of not totally honest, but you know, they all got their little sales tactics. You know, let me talk what I'm talking about. So it looks very nice. He said it was 1,000,009. So wait a minute now. The last guy said it was 1,000,008. So now it's 1,000,009. Actually, it's 2 million. The key says 2 million, but I'm giving it to 1,000,009 because you're paying in advance. And I said, well, you know, I'm not sure about 1,000,009. That's kind of high. I'm living by myself. It's 3 bedrooms. I'm not sure, but it's well worth it compared to what you're seeing. I said, probably is, but I'm not paying 1,000,009. Then he said, okay, let me call the owner. I feel like it's at a used car sales lot, right? Let me call the owner, see if he'll give it to you for less. Goes out in the patio, gets on the phone. I didn't hear him call anybody. I didn't hear him talk to anybody. Blah, 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 blah. He didn't call anybody. But anyway, he knew what he could go for. Came back in and said, okay, owner said 1,000,008 is fine. Okay, great. Plus, he said, plus, you know what the deal is? Since it's 2 weeks before the first of the month, I will even let you move in right now. Let's sign a contract, move in right now, before the first of the month. You got 2 extra weeks. I said, really? I said, yeah, no problem. Turned out to be a lie anyway. Another sales tactics. So I said, okay, let me think about it. He said, let me take the sign down right now. Let's go. You got it. It's all yours. 1,000,008. Move on. You know, it's a great deal. I go, wait a minute. I never sign anything right away. I didn't think about it overnight. Okay? Let me think about it overnight. You know? So the gentleman who told me about it, cool guy, you know, came over on his bike and said he's lived there for 2 years and he moved out to another area of town. Seemed like a real nice guy. But all the time I'm thinking the worst, you know. Talking about giving somebody 11 million pesos. I'm thinking the worst. Maybe, I'm going to be very honest with you. He's going to watch the video. I'm going to be very honest. You know, I'm honest with my viewers. I'm thinking, what if he's working with the realtor? They're not really realtors. You know, I'm going to pay them 11 million pesos. Give me some fake documents. And then I come back and then I can't get in and they take off. Could be working together. Oh man, this is tough, man. I was very honest with the guy, man. I said, man, this is a tough decision. Gotta give somebody 11 million pesos. Ouch, man. So I thought about it the entire night. I was worried about it. I spoke to another friend of mine that's here from Florida, told him about it, and he goes, oh yeah, man, don't do it, man. They're gonna take your money. He's gonna give me, I'm giving him a hard time right now about this because he said, I don't want to tell you on Monday, I told you so. So I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought about it really hard, and I, you know, worried about it, and like, man, this could be a big con game, and I take the money and they're gone. Okay, I'm being very honest about everything up front. So I said, you know what? I talked to another friend of mine who's Colombian and an American. He born in the United States, but he's living here now. And his father's Colombian. Talked to him. He said, now, Carlton, we do this all the time. And I got some friends in my apartment. They do this all the time. You pay 6 months. It's not a big deal. Only get the apartments doing this. It's not a big deal. The guy trusts a realtor. And I said, okay, let me tell a realtor to meet him at his office. His office is way up in La Estrella. Okay, he wanted to meet me at the apartment to sign a contract. I said, no, let me meet you at your office. I want my idea is, let's make sure this guy has an office. You know, if it was his house, I would probably say no, bye. As an office, it's legit. So that's why I want to meet at his office. So I got my buddy, who's Colombian American, and he's also a translator, official translator. So I told the realtor, you know, I got my translator, going to see you the next day. We're gonna do this, right? He said, okay. So I had my translator speak to him, and he was a little perturbed that I had my own translator. He said, my daughter speaks English. Well, she does. Not totally, but she's about 80%. I met her that afternoon too, when I looked at the apartment the second time. Nice lady, young lady, maybe mid-20s. And she does speak some English, but I said, that's stupid. Why would I use the realtor's own, interpreter? I mean, translator. Makes no sense. And you guys talking about, I've been in the business 20 years. I'm honest. My daughter can translate for him. I said, no. I wouldn't do a transaction with you and use your lawyer. It doesn't make any sense. So shut that down. It's over. So my buddy went up to La Estrella. First time up there. Took the metro to the end. Guy picked us up. Drove another 20 minutes up. It's pretty nice up there. It's like the countryside, but some nice apartments up there. You know, it's not too bad. First time up there. All the time I've been coming to Colombia. So went to his home office. It was the actual office. His wife met his wife. His giant German Shepherd looked like Cujo. Beautiful dog though. Then his daughter was there and two other workers. Big established office. Okay, so I said, okay, all right. Legit, felt a little better. And I told my buddy to take a picture of this guy's face or get a cellular. But he forgot. So what I did one time when I was talking to him in the car, before I got out of the car to go in the office, I took my phone on and kind of talked into it and just videoed him, the realtor guy, did a video of his face, right? I'm being overly cautious. I got 11 million pictures on me, hidden on me, right? So anyway, long story short, my translator spent a long time translating an 8-page document. It was okay. Some things that kind of didn't like I have to give 3 months notice in September before I'm leaving in December. They can give me 3 months notice also for me to leave because the apartment was for sale also and they took it off the market. So it might go for sale again next year. So each person has three months to notify to leave. Okay, so went to a notary, got documents notarized, gave him also didn't tell me about I had to give a deposit of 300,000 pesos for the electricity and then damage it at the end. Ended up being 11,100,000 pesos. Luckily I had it on me because he never told me about this day before. Never told me a thing about this day before. Luckily I had some extra change on me, all right? And also then the wife told me, I said, okay, I can move in, soon as possible, right? Wife said, no, this is the wife. No, you can't do that. Who told you that? I said, I called the daughter in. I said, hey, you both told me that, right? He goes, well, yeah, but you can't really do it. The wife is telling me this now. She's actually running everything, the wife. I'm going, wait a minute now. You told me I can move in anytime right now, 2 weeks early. Yeah, but you really can't because if you do, the owner might think we're renting it up, 2 weeks early and taking money for ourselves. So we don't want to do that. I'm going, he knew this. He's in the business for 20 years. He's at this contract here. He knew this. He just told me BS. Didn't like that about him. Okay? Didn't tell me about the deposit either. But it is what it is. They can move in by the 30th, 2 days before the 1st. I said, okay, all right. No big deal. Didn't like it, but no big deal. So we went to notary, got it notarized, and by the time it's flying by, Now it's about, 1:30. So now we had to go back down to do the inspection of the property with one of the other workers in the office. The guy's riding a motorcycle. So the owner, the realtor took us back to the metro station. The guy's on his bike. I said, meet you at the apartment by 2 o'clock. I said, no. I think maybe 1:30. It might have been 1 o'clock. He said, no, I have to do my lunch first. I mean, lunch, come on. I'm ready to go. I wanted to see Barcelona play El Clasico against Real Madrid at 2 o'clock. Even 2:30, I'd see most of it. So no. I have to have my lunch. And I said, well, they got to have their little lunch. Okay, so meet you there at 2:30. So we came down, got the apartment, waited around, went aside from lunch, and a guy came and inspected the place. A couple of cracked tiles and so forth, oven not working. So so we spent another half an hour doing inspection, doing checklists and so forth. Took a lot of videos myself of damaged spots. Not too much. It's not too bad, So that's it, man. So, and the first thing I did was change all the locks. Okay, I changed the bottom lock and I changed the deadbolt. Bottom lock was 30,000 pesos. Deadbolt was 90,000 pesos. But I went in and said, I'm not responsible for this thing. I'm gonna change all the locks. So that's what I did. So I ended up. My buddy left about 4:30. So it's a long day. We started out like 9:30, 10. And then I said, get out of here, man. So he did a great job. And I stayed around because the locksmith came late. And no one's on time. They came late. And then about an hour late. And then they took another hour to install the locks. Deadbolt gave them a lot of problems. So I didn't leave the place until maybe 6:30. So I'm talking about all day. So my buddy hung around most of the day, so that was great. To translate, the form for me and, all this stuff. So ended up being a good day. I got what I wanted, except the doorman. And my new rule is, anybody comes to my apartment for the first time, not, you know, and I don't know you very well, gonna give me your ID. Girls gonna give me, woman give me your cellular, or you can't come in. This is the bottom line. This is the bottom line, you know. Right now I have a doorman, a bunch of cameras, and you know, you have to get in and out. You need the doorman has to let you in. So one thing I always wanted, the first time I'm doing it without a doorman. Another reason I'm not telling people where I am, you know. I'll show you a video of the apartment, you know, but I can't tell you exactly my address, okay? So that's the one thing I don't like, but otherwise it's the 6th floor with a great view, big balcony, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, has an oven, hot water for $1.8 million, plus the garage is the parking spot's rented out right now, and my current location, I rent the parking spot out for, I think it's 120,000 pesos a month. So I think it's rented out now for about 60 or 70. I'm gonna bump it up to 100. Hey, you wanna park your car? It's 100. So that's gonna subtract from my $1.8 million rent. So it's down to $1.7 million. So it's not too bad. Now, do I need 3 bedrooms? No, but I need a balcony, I need an oven, I need hot water, okay? So I got 3 of the 4, I'm happy, all right? I'm real happy. This kind of spot was going for about 2.5 or so from other neighborhoods I was in, like Laureles, okay? So it's another Strata 5. I am really happy. Thanks for all your support. And I'll let you see your pictures when I move in, all right? But I don't have much furniture. I have enough furniture enough for 1 bedroom, so, you know, and I don't like guests. I don't like guests. I mean, if I got 3 bedrooms, I walk around naked. Sorry, shouldn't go into that, but I just like to be relaxed in my own spot, do what I want in my own spot, and I just don't want anybody, you know, in my way. Put it that way, all right? So it's gonna be a problem if you want to just come over and stay. Plus I have no furniture for the other room. I'm not gonna buy it just for guests, okay? Anyway, I'll keep you in the loop when I move in, all right? By the 30th, tomorrow I get internet and cable TV installed. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. And it can be done.